Okay, so I lost a little bit of footage on that video. I wanted to back up and talk about how to build a gun from scratch. Talked about how to build a gun from a gun you already have in your stash, but what if you want to just build something from scratch and you want to start from square one, not having anything? Sometimes you need a gun for a task, like you might be on that AK-74U task. You got to kill scavs on customs. Say you want to build a gun for that, right? So let's go into presets. And let's go to assault rifles. Let's find our AKS-74U. Oh, those are assault carbines. Bleh. All right. Here we go. AKS. A couple of different types. 74U, 74UB, 74UN. So if I go to 74U, you see I already got what I call the Taskmaster. This was the gun I built to get that task done. So I click this, and if I click open, you can see the gun I had. It's pretty much in my stash right now. I want to select that gun as the gun to build with. And this was it. This was the gun I used to get that task done. And I got it done pretty quick because I built a decent gun to get it done. But let's say you want to just build something basic to be able to get this task done. We're going to start from scratch. All right. So we go back into presets here. And we're going to select assault rifles. Going down here, let's build with the AK-74U. We're going to start with a stock preset. Now, I'm not going to select this gun because I have one in stock. We're pretending like we're starting from scratch. So, nothing selected. So, what do we do here? We want to do whatever we want, whatever we can afford. More than likely, if you're starting off early and you get this task quick, you're not going to be able to build nothing too crazy. So, you're going to want to build something you can afford. One easy thing to do is this Pilgrim can be a little bit expensive, but there is a piece we can put on top of this B18 that allows us to put a little optic on here. Let's slap us an optic on that. Something simple but effective. MRS. This will get it done right here. Let's maybe put that butt stock on here. That helps with the recoil. So see again, we got our stats over here. Let's see the difference. If I remove that and go to none, I'm losing 2 on the ergonomics, and I'm losing 15 on horizontal recoil. So this gives minus 15 on horizontal recoil. That's pretty significant for such a small item. So let's slap that on there. Let's definitely do a better hand grip. We want a better hand grip because that helps a lot with the ergonomics and with the recoil as well. The base one is just terrible, but we could put something simple on there. The AK-12 pistol grip doesn't usually cost too much, and you get a little bit more ergo out of that. RK3 is the best one, but it's very expensive. Let's just go with something simple. We'll just put a saw grip. Let's put a saw on here. That'll knock 1 more off the recoil and give us 2 ergonomic. All right. What about that foregrip? We want something we can attach things to, right? So let's see what we can do here. We got to get that out of there. Start with just the gas block. Now we can see what all we have available. So this is what I was using before the Goliath. It's good, but it can be a little pricey. We're going to build something different here. This is a good one. This is a very good one here. This actually allows us to put an optic back here. But this is all we need. To get this task done, this is all we need. This is actually a pretty good gun. If you do a couple of things to it, you don't have to do a lot to it. This gun can get it done early on. Let's give it a foregrip. Now you see all this stuff is in my way here. Let's just spin the gun around. If I spin the gun around, I kind of move that stuff around too. These are pretty easy to get. Magpul RVGs. The RKs are really good. You see that knocks off 3 on the horizontal recoil and 4 on the vertical recoil. This will give us also 4 and 3, but for cheaper. This is one of the best ones here because you also get 11 ergo. This ergo is crazy with this thing right here. The shift is pretty good too. let's go with the RK. Let's do a RK4. This will give us 3 ergo and knock a little bit of that recoil off. All right. Muzzle brake also very important. Let's put something good on that muzzle. Something that can lower the recoil but won't, we'll have to sell the farm to get. The CQB is pretty good right here. We're going to slap this on there. We're loud, but we're going to be, decent on the recoil. So we'll take it. Okay, so now that we have the gun the way we want it, we're going to assemble it, which we can't assemble, so we have to click Find Parts. We don't have a base gun yet, so we have to click Find Parts. Look at all these parts. There's no way we need all this. We didn't add all this to the gun. A lot of these parts are parts that come with the gun. The dust cover, the gas block, the stock. You don't need to buy this stuff again. If we buy this gun only, we'll get a lot of these parts already with the gun itself. So we're going to unselect everything and only select the gun. Now we see Proper sells this gun $30,000. You buy a gun from Proper, it's in pristine condition. But what about the other traders out there? We got the flea unlock, remember? So let's unclick up here in our filters, owner type traders, and let's see what else we got. Byron, he's selling one for $22,900. That's cheaper than Proper. Let's check the, oh, it's a little bit beat up. We'd have to repair it, and that adds to the price. Let's stay away from that for now. Let's check out some other people on the fleet. We're going to right click. We're going to filter by item. Now we can see everybody on the fleet that's selling this particular gun. Let's double click a few. That was a little bit beat up. That's a little beat up. Sometimes you'll find that buying it from the trader is the best because the gun comes 100 out of 100 if you get it from the trader. This guy wants euros for it. So none of these guys have a pristine gun, which is expected because they probably got it off a scab somewhere. These are all like 95. So I think we could do a 95. Save a few bucks here. This guy's 95 out of 95. We'll take it. We'll just buy this one here. 26,000. Now tap escape to go back. Now see, I have this gun as an option to build this gun with. Let's select it. Now we want to assemble this gun. Now I finally have the option to assemble because we have our base weapon set. I could also find parts. But now it's going to take me back here and it wants to find every part for the gun. We don't need all that. Tap escape to back up again. We're going to assemble. This is all we need to build this gun, these parts here. We're going to buy parts. Yep, because we didn't save our preset yet, which let's actually do that real quick. This is our AK tutorial. Well, if I can spell. Tutorial. There it is. We saved it. Now, assemble. Now, buy parts. Okay. Hopefully we didn't miss too much there. We're going to see about who's going to sell these parts to us the cheapest now. See, totally, this is going to cost us $71,000. A little pricey for an AKS 74U. Maybe somebody on the flea market is selling it cheaper. So let's just toggle off that filter and let's see. $86,000 for everything. But that's for everything, including this, which wasn't available from the traders before. So I'm going to back up and we're going to take a look at that. Let's see that one more time. Assemble, buy parts. I notice that's the total for everything except for the recoil pad. 71,000. Toggle this. Let's take off the recoil pad. 69,000. So it is indeed cheaper to buy these things from, and it picked the best prices for it. Skier was the best price for this one, but sometimes you see it's an actual trader on the flea market or actual player on the flea market that sells it for a better price. So let's buy these parts. Assemble. Oh, I didn't get that butt pad. I did unclick it. We're going to go ahead and get it now. The trader did not sell this, but we could have checked barter items as well. Who barters for this? Nobody. So we unclick traders, and now we can get the recoil pad. Doesn't cost too much. Back up again, assemble again, and now our gun is assembled. Now I can back out of this. Here's our fully assembled gun the way we wanted it. All right. So hopefully that can show you just a little bit about how to quickly start from scratch and build a gun you might need for a task. This also works really well for gunsmith. If you're doing a gunsmith quest, more than likely, if you're like me, you have to go to the Tarkov wiki and pull up what exactly you have to do to build the gun that they want. And by using that Tarkov wiki, you can go right into that gun preset menu on the game, follow the wiki, and build the gun right there. Save it as gunsmith number 3 or whatever, and then assemble it and build it right then and there and turn it in, and you know it's going to be the gun he wants. No trial and error with it if you do it that way. So hopefully that works for you. Happy hunting, everybody. Watch your corners.